Hi everyone, and welcome to Gloria's Crafts. My name's Gloria. So today I'm going to be making an Eiffel Tower. And what I did was I had purchased at the Dollar Tree, it's called an easel, and this is what it looks like. I believe it's actually for a wreath when you have a cemetery plot or whatever. I bought 2 of these easels, okay? So we're going to get started disassembling the wreath. First I have to let my pig in because he's at the door and he wants in, and then we'll get started on that. So I have the easel, and I want to keep this wire right here, so I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to take this middle piece off. So I have my handy dandy, very, very strong wire cutters, and I want to start up top here, and I'd like to bend this and get this off. Hopefully I can do that. It's not working out with the wire cutters, but I want to get this off, this piece off, which is kind of a pain in the tush. So I'm thinking if I close it and use this to push it up, maybe that would work. Or I might have to wait till my husband gets home to get this off. But I want that piece off, the back piece. So I'm going to work on that. I got the one off by myself. So I took off this piece here and where you would put your wreath. I'm going to have to wait till my husband gets home to get the other one off. I can't get it off. But I also spray painted these silver. So I spray painted these tumbling tower blocks also silver, because I'm going to want to put the legs from here onto here. So since I need to wait for my husband to get done work and bend my wires, I am going to use my Gorilla Glue and my hot glue to put these together. And I'm just going to put them together long ways, just like this. So I have Gorilla Glue. And I have a stick. I don't like using the pour spot, because when I use the pour spout, what happens is it gets clogged. So I'm just taking a little and I'm going to put it on and just leave that a couple minutes. Then I'm going to do the next one. So you only need to do one side of each of the 2 blocks. And then I'm going to do this one. And then this one. Then I'm going to close up my Gorilla Glue. I'm going to use my hot glue gun, and I'm going to put some glue right here, and I'm going to put these 2 together just like this. The hot glue will adhere it now, and the Gorilla Glue will make it very, very firm. So I'm just going to do it just like that. So I'm going to take another one of the bricks, put some hot glue on it, take the part with the Gorilla Glue, and put them together. Okay, the hot glue dried very quickly, and sometimes if you have too much of that glue, the hot glue, it doesn't adhere with the Gorilla Glue. So here's two more. And I'm going to try not to use the Gorilla Glue. The hot glue. So here they all are. All four of them. They're going to be what the legs stand on. So I'm going to let these dry. It take quite a while. And as soon as my husband gets a chance and comes home, he can take apart the other easel, which I believe is for a wreath at a cemetery or something. And then I'm going to re-spray paint it with silver because some of the coloring has come off. And then we'll get to making our Eiffel Tower for our room decor. So you're going to take this piece here and cut it down enough to be as long as this right here. Now you don't have to paint it. I chose to paint mine. So I have 2 equal parts of that one part of the hangy thing, so that I can put this on the other side of my Eiffel Tower. Then I took hangers and cut them and kind of bent them for hangers, and then I painted them silver. So what I'm going to do is stand this up, and I'm going to use hot glue and glue this right here, and I'm also going to use Gorilla Glue. So I'm going to start with the Gorilla Glue and put that on, and then I'm going to use the hot glue so that it'll adhere right away. So I have this piece here, and I'm going to put some Gorilla Glue right here. Okay, and then I might need more hands. Then I want to put hot glue on here so that this will stay while it hardens. So I'm going to get my hot glue, and I'm going to put some right here, a whole bunch for right now. And then I'm going to take the wire I want, and I'm going to lean it up against the other metal piece, the nub on the end. Whoops. Right like that, until it dries. Having issues, so let's lay this down, take off that glue and that glue, because sometimes when you have the other glue and you use the Gorilla Glue and the hot glue, sometimes it doesn't stick. So I have the Gorilla Glue on here, and I'm going to take hot glue and put it on here. So maybe it'd be better if you did the hot glue first and then put on the Gorilla Glue. So right now I'm just going to hold this up until it adheres to the wire, and it's not working due to the Gorilla Glue. So I'm going to have to wipe this off, and I'm going to have to start with just the hot glue. So here, okay, now that we have all our pieces cut, you have the two original easel, that's what they called it at the Dollar Tree, easel frames. You have 4 hangers that are kind of in a half circle, and 2 of the bigger rods that will connect it together. Glue's not going to work. That little bit of wire, not going to work. So I got JB Weld. It's a steel stick, and basically you cut a little piece off. It's like putty, and you roll it to the consistency you want, and then you start applying it to whatever you want, whatever surface. It takes about 5 minutes to harden a little bit to hold your item. 3 to 5 minutes, I believe, and then it'll take an hour, and then it's not coming apart. So let's get started. This is what it looks like. It's called Steel Stick by JB Weld. Trying to get it out. It is kind of stuck there. So it got stuck to the sides. This is what it looks like. It's a putty. And I have my paper plate. I don't want to waste this, so I'm going to take off the top. See how there's different colors? And I'm going to unroll it a little, and I'm going to pinch off a piece just like clay, and you want to mix it together so it's the same consistency all around. The hammering you hear is they're building a Habitat for Humanity house right behind my house, and I have my door open because it's a very nice day. So here it is, and I'm going to take part of the A. Here it is. This is the piece I'm going to be working on, and I'm taking one of the thicker rods, and I'm going to stick it right here with my JB Weld. So I'm going to lay it down. Hopefully you can see that. Let me see. Yes. And it's going to take a couple minutes. I'm going to have to hold it. My fingers are turning like a gray color, so I want to use a decent amount around the nub. And then I'm going to hold this right here for 3 to 5 minutes. Just like that. Okay, I want to share a couple things I learned about this JB Weld steel stick. I thought you only needed a little bit. Apparently I'm wrong. My husband shared with me what I'm supposed to do. You're supposed to use it like a putty. So when you open it, it's going to be black and gray. You want to mix it together so that it's pretty much even one color, and as it cures, it forms a really tight bond with whatever you're doing, but you need to use it like putty. I did not know that. Also, wear gloves. If you don't wear gloves, you can get a rash or something. I'm going to have this on my hands for I don't know how long. Do it in a well-ventilated room, and let me show you what I've done so far. So, I have put this stick in here and this stick, so they are on there. Then I put the oh my gosh, I can't think of the word. I'm going to say shower curtain, but I know it's not a shower curtain. I'm so old. A clothes hanger. There we go. So you want to put your clothes hanger on this side, and I also did it on the other side. So here's what the other side looks like. And you want to have a little bit of a gap between here and here. So you're going to use this to adhere everything. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mold this to here. I kind of need it to go in the middle, right about here. I want it on the sticks. I want these lined up when I put the welding stuff on there, and I'm going to want it to go to the middle. So it'll be kind of on an angle. So I'm going to get to that and come back. This is what the entire Eiffel Tower looks like. So I used that JB Weld, and I put some pretty much everywhere. So you're going to do the loops, and I put these on the floor, so when you put this on your bureau or whatever, it's not going to dig into it. And then I spray painted everything silver. So now I'm going to get ready to decorate. Okay, I have some pink flowers and some blue flowers, and I got, they're called crystal dazzlers, that I want to put on my entire Eiffel Tower. So what I'm going to do is take the piece off. Maybe I'll leave it on the thing and cut it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to cut it so it at least has green in the middle. So I'm going to cut these, and then I'm going to start gluing them on, and I'm going to put some of these dazzlers and some other flowers, and I'll let you see what that looks like. Here's the finished product. How lovely is this Eiffel Tower? I'm telling you, I love it. Look at that. It shimmers, it sparkles. I had glued everything on with my hot glue gun. Now, if you're going to be moving this to use for a baby shower, or, you know, you're moving or planning on moving, I would use E6000 or something else. But I think it's lovely. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you again next Friday. Bye.